Hey everybody, it's Paul here from Midland Marauders and welcome back to another video. In this one we are taking a look at Transformers Studio Series 86 Blaster. This is how he looked in the 1986 movie that we all know and love. Some really nice detailing on him, you can see him in the box there. Great artwork on the front, same artwork on the side there. This side is the same close-up of the two heads, and on the back you can see that Blaster transforms in 20 steps and Eject transforms in 8 steps. Comes with a backdrop, and there he is in his Ghetto Blaster mode. I didn't get this when it was part of the Kingdom line, although I was afraid it was not going to be released for the Studio Series 86 and I was going to buy it. I'm kind of glad I held off now, but I do believe it's the same mold with no changes. Anyway, let's get it open and see what it's like. Okay, so we're going to start with Blaster in his Ghetto Blaster mode. It's a really nice mold here, I have to say. Very faithful to the G1 toy. A little headphone jack. You've got little dials molded into it here. We've got the speaker grills either side with the bars across the front, the little speakers on top. Jam-packed with details there. I'm loving this bit of painted grey here. I do have a bit of paint rubbing here. I believe this is, we'll talk about these in a minute. I believe this is a direct, just a recolor of the Siege or the Kingdom Blaster, which I think is a tiny bit lazy on Hasbro's part when they are charging the premium for a Studio Series figure. We do have a bit of weapon storage here in the back. His gun just tabs in it there. And he does have his tape deck gimmick, which we can press the button. His tape deck opens, and Eject is in here. And for anyone that's wondering, Eject is actually is fully remolded in colored plastic. It is not a painted transparent plastic, so that is that's good. I'm really glad about that, because I actually was wondering that myself. The gold paint there, we've got a little Autobot logo on what's going to be his chest. We'll get this guy transformed up anyway and we see what he looks like. So to change this guy, it's ridiculously easy. You flip his head out the back. The head can be a little tricky to get out, unless you've got, like, I don't know, ant fingers. Again, I've got a little bit of paint rubbing on the head, but we'll take a look at the head sculpt in a second. Legs fold down like that, and like that. And the arms fold out like that, and like that. And that is Eject in his robot mode. I think he looks brilliant. Super happy to have him on my shelf like that. I think he looks great. I really hope that we get a Rewind, Steeljaw, and Ramhorn. You know the one, the Rhino. So let's take a look at the detailing on this guy. I think the coloured plastic makes the detailing pop more than the transparent plastic. You see his hands there. Really nicely detailed little face there. Eyes painted in as well. Really sort of a light blue there. Got little abs moulded in on him. Around the back there isn't a terrible pile to see, but it doesn't bother me. I don't display my Transformers like that. I would have liked if maybe the feet came out a little more than that, but there's nothing we can do about it, bar we get an upgrade kit or something. So that is Eject. He does stand. He's got pretty good posability. His arms go the whole way around. His elbows are on ball joints. We can go out that way as well. Legs go all that way forward like that. They go the whole way back. Knees are ball joints as well. Knees and elbows are on ball joints to aid transformation as well. We have no waist rotation. Head is on a ball joint as well. Can look up that far, can look down that far, but he's so small, why would he be looking down at anything? That is Eject. So now let's get to the main event, which is Blaster. So the first thing you want to do is you want to take off his gun. Then we come along and we want to split the handle. Can I just say before I go any further, this is bothering me. That we just couldn't have come along and maybe got rid of these ports out of the mold. You're paying a premium for a Studio Series figure, and while it looks, you know, from certain aspects like a premium figure, when you get down and examine it, that is where it starts to fall short. We've got all these ports here from like the kingdom gimmick, where you could plug different things on to them. Yeah, I just think now I have no problem with remolds, and I think that we could have just remolded this guy a little bit as opposed to just changing this part in the chest. But anyway, so we separate this. They fold around the back and they fold down there. They just peg in there. Okay. Now we come along around the front and we open up this, and this folds out here. Open up this folds out here. You want to flip up that panel there, and this allows the legs to come down. And now we're going to come along and we're going to rotate the legs there. Then we come along and we flip this panel in, and that flips in there. And we do the same here. That flips in there. Oh, I'm wrong with this. Oh, we have to rotate the waist here. This is my fault. No, that's looking more like it now. So I was like, why are the legs so far out? I don't remember them being like that. Anyway, so we've got those folded in there. The toes fold down here. Sorry, you have to excuse my dog barking. Toes fold out. Toes fold out. And you come along here to the legs, and they flip around there and there. And then we fold down the flap at the back, and that is the lower half done. For the upper half, we fold up the arms, this. The arms fold out like that, and we fold up the hand like that, and then we just rotate the arm like that. And that is one arm done. Same again this side. We rotate the arm out like that, tap it in, flip up the hand, rotate the arm, and fold it down. And lastly, we come along, we open the back, and we flip out the head. Oh, okay, right, there we are. And there we have Blaster in his robot mode. He does come with the pointy finger, which you can come along and pose him to push his button if you want. Inside the chest, as you can see, we've done this in blue plastic, and this is why we're running into the problem we are with, where you can see the paint rubbing, because the blue plastic, I don't know why they're just going to use maybe grey plastic and then painted it grey, but anyway, you can see that inside the tape deck we have some detailing as well there. Looks really nice. We have a little overspray on the head, which it actually bothers me more than it should. But there's nothing I can do about it now. Articulation wise, the arms go the whole way around. They go out that far. They can do just over 90 degrees at the elbow. We do have a bicep rotation as well. There's no wrist rotation here. The hands go in that far as well, just because of this hinge here. Down here we do have a waist rotation as well. We can do a full 360 there with the waist. Legs can go out that far. They can come up that far at the front. If we lift up the skirt at the back, they can come back that far to just under 90 degrees. We have a thigh rotation. We have a knee bend that brings us to 90 degrees. We have a toe tilt here, which is part of the transformation, but I suppose if you want to use it as well, it's there. We have an ankle tilt as well. Yeah, look, he's pretty good. He's going to be on the shelf with the rest of my Studio Series figures. I'm pretty happy with him. Just for size comparison, we'll just give him his gun here as well. Let's see what he looks like. Oh. For size comparison, here he is with his Autobot City Companion Perceptor, where he can tell him to cover his Perceptor. And yeah, they look really good together. You can see when they're side by side, Perceptor has that Studio Series look to him. It's notable when they're side by side, I think. The plastic on Perceptor it's like a pearlescent red that we got, with this lovely sort of a pastel blue. We got a sort of a pearlescent ivory off-white here. You know, a really good transformation on this guy. And I just think that for the price that they're charging for this, I'm happy with them, but I just think, like my school reports, Hasbro could do better. Anyway, guys, listen, thanks so much for watching. I hope you liked the video. If you did, maybe, you know, help out the channel. Give me a like, a share, a subscribe. And let me know, did you get Blaster? Are you collecting the Studio Series 86? I can't wait to see what's going to come this year, because I believe we're getting a Commander Optimus Prime. There's talk of Galvatron, Megatron, even talk of a Studio Series 86 Combiner Devastator, which I am super happy about. Anyway, guys, listen, thanks for your time, and I'll catch you all in the next one.